Oh, please don't get shot, Luxon. I'd put like half my eggs in that basket. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back to another episode of Infinite Ryvius. We are now on episode 16. I forgot what the next time on's name for the episode was, but we've got the board, and we got some notes to go over. So let's go ahead and hop into that first off. Of course, the link to an image of the board should be somewhere in the description below, so you don't have to completely focus on what's going on down here. We get the board changelog, which is I've connected Stein to Akumi with a green line. I have connected Stein to Kreis with a green line. I changed the green lines from Brian to Michelle and Criff to white, since apparently, I guess he's been honeypotting them. I don't know. He is like in a relationship, it feels like, with Michelle at the beginning of the episode, and then immediately shoves her off and doesn't give a shit about what happens to her. So I don't have a high regard for Brian. I think he was just playing everything off to get everything he wanted, and then threw them to the side the moment that they were no longer useful. He's not a good guy, is all I can come across. And I changed all the lines connected to blue, red for the time being, which is a very confusing statement, because blue is a line color we use to denote, like, family, but blue is also the name of a character in the show. So I have changed all the lines connecting blue, the character, to the color red for the time being. You know, for the reason he pulled a gun, assumed he could take over the ship and go to the place that he wanted it to go at the cost of everybody else on the Ryvius. You know, essentially he tried to do the thing that they basically locked two people up and tortured for having tried to do before. Not a good call, Blue, but again, I've been hating you for a while now. Unfortunately, it just feels like you're going to drag Julie down with you, which I also hate. Alright, to the notes, though. Well, honestly, I wasn't too happy with the changes I'd made to the board before. The layout was restrictive and not altogether what I had hoped for. And by before, I mean this, what's appearing on the board, what's appearing below right now. I don't like it. I did it. I don't like it. So now that a revolt is underway, and seemingly the supervisors are no longer blue and Y together, I can change it again. Just not this episode, though. For one thing, I got a lot on my plate when it comes to the channel's back end that I need to take care of. More important to this show in particular, though, I need to see the results of the revolt first. Last thing I want to do is redo the board all over again, just to have the revolt not go the way I anticipated, and then have to redo the board all over again. So I guess the purple girl is explained in some aspect, as the Vital Garter is itself one of those creatures, and she is it. I think I said this during the reaction, or in a previous note, about the idea of the creature's body being one thing, and its mind being elsewhere on the ship. That's really what it feels like is happening when we see her crying out that it hurts when the Vital Garter is being attacked. Now, I don't know how she has a human form that a number of people have actively seen before. Beyond my early theory about her being connected to all the minds on the ship, that's still what I'm going with. I just don't have any evidence for it. I have a future note about the captain of the other ship that I think will play into that, but I guess I'll hold off until we get to that. I have to think that the real benefit of having Yuki and Blue both in control of the Vital Garter during the last battle is the fact that They are both the ship's top fighters, as expressed by the fact that Yuki has literally been fighting everyone, and Blue still beats him. But in this case, I mean the facet that the Vital Guarder keeps melee fighting the drill ship, and these two are our melee tactics fighters. Apparently, in Sayer 5, whatever life is living in the Gadult lays its eggs, as all those lights reminded me of salmon eggs for some reason. Plus, there were a ton of those coral-looking creatures, maybe implying a spawning group of some sort. When Blue pulls the gun on the Vital Guarder crew, he is very clearly sweating, which tells me he's not certain about this plan either. That or he's generally nervous about handling all of the people around him. I think this is expressed back when he first got the gun, and I said that we know nothing about how that gun works. It looks like a sci-fi gun. It could have one shot for all we know. Or it has like a charge period between shots, in which case, well, he is the best melee fighter. I guess it would be difficult to take him down even without the gun. Interesting tidbit about Hyperion. Since we saw it get destroyed last time, according to NASA, its density is slightly more than half that of water, likely due to it being comprised of gaps filled with ice, making up about 40% of it. NASA's own site makes the analogy that Hyperion might be like a large rubble pile being held together by gravity. Thus, it would take a significantly smaller force to break it apart, like the Blue Impulse does, than if it had been, or rather, than if it attacked a more solid mass. My point here is that the Blue Impulse probably just destroyed. Imagine you made a sand castle at the beach, right? And you set it up next to a rock. Somebody kicking over your sandcastle would require significantly less force than somebody trying to kick the rock into smithereens. That's what I think is at play here. And finally, just another random thought. I feel like the coral in the Blue Impulse spasming around, and its captain kind of spasming in the same way, is meant to be a visual tie. Like, maybe there's a mind control element, and maybe that is the fight between the OSB and the non-aligned colonies is tied together in the same way. I'm not exactly sure what my thought is here, but it just feels like there might be something to it. The same way that I was describing in a previous reaction I've made today, that I'm making a note about a thing. I'm not exactly sure 100% what it ties to, but it feels like there's something there, and I want the note to be there in my note taking so that I know to look back on it and think if there was something up that I may have been on a path to something there. Either way, those are my notes, so I don't think there's anything left to get into here but to hop into the episode and see how the revolution goes.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, playing the recording.
リフト艦の中にいる限りは安全だ。リバイアスとクズどもはもはや必要ない。
どういうこと？
この声、ブルって野郎だよな。ふざけやがって。俺たちを見捨てるつもりか。
I've been calling for a revolution for a long time. Oh, Ryu, getting his ass kicked.
こんなことしてどうなるか分かってんだろうな。こんなことだ。それをやったのはお前らだろ。みんな聞いてんだよ。俺たちはクズだってな。
Also, all the white uniformed people that have been following the supervisors. Sorry, I just remember when Lukeson was getting his ass kicked, or rather, they were like pulling his outfit off of him. And what was it? His name was, oh god, I am forgetting people's names. This is horrible since I'm making entire boards around them. Sheik. Sheik goes walking by, and he's got an entire crowd of those white uniformed people with him, and they don't help him. Like I said, the Zwei has been falling in my estimation since the assertion by Blue and the supervisors. But clearly Stein has not been as bad as I thought he was, because it really feels like he's created this entire scenario in order to get rid of the supervisors and Blue and his gang. I still think there's an opportunity for Luxon to make a comeback here, because he is not as bad as he... Sorry, I'm trying to put my thoughts together. He feels incorruptible. He has not been corrupted by everything that's happening around him like everybody else has taken the opportunity to be. He's just dumb. He's a little dumb. I'm not going to fault him for being stupid. He's also taking care of all the jobs that need to get done. And my problem is Koji is taking advantage of everything as well.
でもここに犯人がいる。みんなを煽るような真似をして卑怯じゃないか。いなくなってよかったじゃねえか。ああ、俺がやったわけじゃないけどさ。
Yeah, again, Koji has been benefited from the situation, so he's not happy that the situation has changed.
近づいてきたから相手しただけだよ。ブルーもいたしな。ボランティア。出なきゃあんな不良。そんな。お前だってあの時何も言わなかったじゃないか。一人だけいい子ぶるなよ。そうだけど、でも殺されることはね。今まで勝手してきたツケを払うだけさ。さっきまで一緒にいたのに。
So what? Fucking Koji, man.
考えてください。私たちツバイがいなければリバイアスを操船することはできません。このやり方に問題がないわけではありませんが、最善の処置だったと私は確信します。俺もそう思う。全員のためだもんな。でも
そうでもしなければ変革は起きなかった。過去は断ち切らないと前に進めないわ、コーチ。
Here's my problem is I'm not 100% sure about what Fiona is up to.
どうしてそんなに簡単に言えるんだ。
She's been talking to you about that constantly, Koji. This isn't new. Don't like this. Cause he fucking loves you, lady. Come on.
あなたはこの状況を納得した上で変えることができた？何もしないで批判することの方が卑怯よ。
でも本当に
I forgot to mention, they were making out in a closet when they were getting drinks for the bridge. Just a passing scene.
リバイアスにいるブルーの仲間は全員捕らえたってよ。あとはリフト艦にいるブルーだけだ。もうすぐリフト艦へのルートが開く。手の空いてるやつはそっち行ってくれ。急げ、時間ないぞ。ボコボコにしてやる。
どうだった？よくわかんないけど、みんな革命とかなんとか言って騒いでる。もしかして相葉君やファイナ捕まっちゃったんじゃ。どうして？だってみんな不満タラタラだったし、バイタルガーダーだって。ひくみ悪いことしてないよ。私のために戦ってくれただけだよ。それだけよ。
He's got a gun, though.
俺らが黙ってりゃいいんでしょ。
お願い、これ以上罪を重ねないで。
俺に命令するな。
でも
Charge on through. Take him out now, quick.
なんだ。
Who didn't see the gun?
そこのバンダナしたやつが犯人だ。
ルクス。
あいつか。なんなんだよお前ら。
Is Luxon leading the revolt?
チャンネルオープンにし
Oh, please don't get shot, Luxon. I put like half my eggs in that basket.
ちょっと待って。彼が取ろうとした行動は艦内の。何をする。撃たないで。あいつ銃を持ってるぞ。聞いてねえぞ。
Damn it, Luxon. Where's he going? Julie, come on.
やめろ。巻き込まれる。
でも。
あいつなら一人で何とかする。あんたが一緒じゃ足手まといなんだよ。
私が。
意外と鈍いんだな。
ブルーのやつ、いい気味だぜ。
Yeah, I mean, emotionally, I feel like that's where she's the drawback.
この私が来たからにはもう安心だ。
散々勝手なことされてきたのに。私。
そんなに痛かったのかい。
バカ。
パッと。バカみたい。私。
How much does Luxon have to do for you?
本当バカみたい。
そっとしといてやれよ。そうだ。礼を言うのを忘れていた。ありがとう。君の兄上の協力もあって圧制車の放逐に成功できた。リフト艦の状況を艦内に放送してくれたのは兄上の功績だろ。
Oh man, you're fingering the wrong guy.
また日和やがったのか。あのクズ野郎。ブルーとの決着は俺が。
工事がそんな器用なわけねえだろ。ブリッジに仕掛けたやつがいる。
Again, Luxon's main drawback is he's dumb.
これでまたのっぴきならない。
I still think he's got the best intentions at heart.
荒れるぞ艦内は。
バカが騒ごうが知ったことか。
そういうわけにはいかないだろう。
イクミだ。無事だったよ。ユキ、イクミ。
And again, these are people that have been starving everybody. I kind of feel like they deserve what they get.
兄貴の代わりにホーセンを守れ。
ホーセン。
てめえ。
そのためにここに来たんだろ。
違う。
本当に大切なら守れ。
イクミ、大丈夫だった？
マナ、ちゃんとしろよ。出なきゃ後悔するぜ。一生。
何よあいつ。挨拶ぐらいしなさいよ。
ママ。
I mean, Yuki's even a jerk when he's the good guy. It's really hard to figure this shit out.
大丈夫みたい。
安心した？葵ちゃん。別に心配なんかしてないけど。
戦闘、兄貴、ブルー、葵。頭ぐちゃぐちゃでまとまんねえよ。クソ。
I don't know what to do with this like sad music. This is literally the best circumstance, except for Stein might be up to more shit. It's hard to tell. God damn it, Koji, if you fuck all this up.
土星地域での戦闘によるリバイアス側の犠牲者はゼロだ。なのにフーナムチャイ、リュウギール、クリフ系、ミシェル系、チャーリーの5名が生徒たちの強い意志もあって拘束されてしまった。エアーズブルーは依然艦内を逃亡している。これがリバイアスの現実。
Good.
これが俺たちの今。
Maybe I'm one of the problems with like the Lord of the Flies scenario, but I see this as a good thing. See, I need definitive answers on Purple Girl. Especially if they touch her. Like, if they touch her, that means she's physically real.
Minna! 長い間任せきりにしてすまなかった。だがもう安心だ。リバイアスの航行作業は私が責任を持って何をする。
もうおめえはいらねえんだよ。
帰って混乱するだろ。なんだと。私を誰だと思ってる。北条家24代の三男。
Oh, come
文句しか
on.
言わないやつはいらないの。
This was the one chance.
なぜだ。私は北条家24代の三男であり、つばいの実習班長。パット君、トイレで走ってはいけません。
Yeah, because now he isn't responsible for Pat anymore. Lexon just loses after loss.
眠りっぱなし。服脱がせらんないし、ID がないと救護室にも連れて行けないし、そのうち目が覚めるわよ。それにしても
So they can touch her. He's physically real.
ガキのくせに色気づいちゃって。
なんじゃねえよ、このブス。
なんだとやるかこのガキンチョ。
うるさいぞニックス。眠れないじゃないか。ほら。
王子なんかどうでもいいだろ。
何がどうでもいいんだ。
ごめんね、コウジ君。なんだ偉そうに。ブリッジにいるからって。
ニックス。
To be fair, kind of more on Yuki's side these days. Kick his ass.
今まで強制的にやらされた分、少しぐらい休んだっていいさ。
やっぱ強制だったの？
そうだよ。てなきゃ誰があんなところ。
ファイナがいるからだろ。
ニックス。茶化すなよ。
ブリッジで何があったの？
別に。
嘘。
言うなよ。思い出したくないんだ。
ねえ、本当にもういいの？あ、ねえ、ちょっと。
あ、
知り合い？また女の子だ。
いや、そんなんじゃないよ。
I mean, legitimately, what? There's been no interaction.
ニックス、君何かの生徒？よかったら名前教えてくんない？
失礼だよ、いきなり。
Oh, come on, a name would have helped. Would have been nice.
ねえ、教えてよ。ねえ、
ニックス。ごめんなさい。悪気はないんです。
あの子大丈夫かな？なんか怖くない？
ああいうシャイなところがいいんだよ。
I guess everybody can see her now. Unless she's wandering off to wherever Blue is hiding. Oh, God, would they give Blue control of the ship again? Or is Blue still stupid, he would fucking shoot her? I don't know. So many elements at play. Really? God damn it.
ここにいたんだ。早くブリッジに来て。どうしたの？あなたが新館長に決まったのよ。え？
That's gonna get Blue a way back in because she's fucking biased towards
そ
him.
んな勝手に。でももう多数決で決まったことだし、無理よ。こんな状況でみんなを引っ張っていくなんて。お願いよ。誰かが立たなきゃまたブルーみたいなのが出てくるわ。私が館長なんて。
See, I would have loved her as the first captain.
ええ。
見回りや監視はどうする？
融資を募って。
わかった。俺がやろう。
あ、それと私たちに与えられているポイントフリーの権利、あれを無効にしたいんだけど。
なんで？
優劣をつけるとみんなに不信感を抱かせることになるわ。平等にしなくっちゃ。
俺たちはリバイアスを操船してる。みんなのためにずっと努力
To
し
be
てきた。
fair,
当然の
if
権
you're
利。
working non-stop like you should be,
表向き
you should get the points anyway.
でも
バレやしないって。
それよりも肝心なリバイアスの進路はどうするつもり？それは
このまま土星圏を通過するルートを提案します。やはり独立自治領に保護を頼む方法が最良でしょう。ただし敵がこちらの通信を意図的に妨害している可能性があります。ですから探査用のポットを各衛星に射出して物理的に連絡を取る方法を提案します。いかがですか？
ええ、それでいいと思うわ。
I do agree with her proposition of removing the unlimited point system, though. It seems like they're going to do everything in their power to avoid doing that change.
整備課と3種の奴らを集めてポットの準備をさせる。 俺は監視員の有志を集めに行ってくる。コラボな、手伝ってくれ。
分かったわ。こんなのでいいのかしら。
上出来です。
ほとんどあなたの意見よ。
あなたの人望があればこそです。
ねえ、リフト管の通信を傍受して館内に流した
And
のは
this is
誰？
exactly like
こ
Seed.
こにいる全員が
He's
忘れたが
Durandal, she's Mir.
今さら蒸し返しても仕方のないことですよ。
This is literally not worth fighting about.
俺らのポイントのためにな。
ああ、終わったよ。
どうだった？
なんかあっけねえよな。もうちょっとなんかグッとくるかと思ってた。
そういうもんだっての。いいか、ID ナンバーを誰にも教えるんじゃねえぞ。
わかってるよ。
大丈夫チャーリー？
グリフのためなら僕は平気さ。あいて
チャーリー、
妹さん大丈夫かな？
あいつ強いから。
Those the healing pods?
本当に私らを見捨てたの？
No, no. Those isolation chambers. That must be who the other two people are, too.
すいません、遅れました。落ち着いたかよ。なんとかね。
おはよう。葵さんたち元気だった？
ああ。用って何ですか？
実はお願いがあるの。バイタルガーダーに乗ってもらえないかしら。
は？
操縦しろって言ってるわけじゃないの。私の代わりにリバイアスとバイタルガーダーのパイプ役
That's not gonna work out well.
ほら、
Not with Yuki down there in
レイの
charge
男
of
はあなたの
things.
パートナーだし、弟さんもいらっしゃるから適任だと思って。
そんないきなり。
いや、いいですよ。俺でよかった。
Yuki, I'm sorry, not Yuki. Koji is fucked up and nobody fucking gets it.
コージ、待ってコージ。どうして？
何が？
弟さんのことあんなに嫌っていたのに。
頼まれたんだからしょうがないよ。
おかしいわ。あなたはそんな人じゃない。
Well, how about that element where you said you have to let the past go in order to move
今自分に
forwards?
できることを考え
In
て
that movement, letting the past go?
それだけだよ。
違うわ。あなたは違う。あなたは過去を捨て去ることのできる人よ。あなたは迷っているだけ。そうでしょう、コージ。
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think those are probably the people that Sheik wasn't responsible for before. He's trying to clear his own name with them or something. Again, this is the best scenario, and I feel like the people I've been rooting for are the people most likely to destroy it.
ごめんね、ポイント引いといていいから。そういう問題じゃないでしょ。
泉、俺が届けておくからな。
でも
みんなに合わせろよ。
分かった。
じゃあな。
See, the thing is,
こびこびって感じ。ポイントフリーの彼女だからっていい加減にしろっつうの。
see, that's still a thing that's going. Julie needs to change the status quo.
こつのバカ。
おい、ちょっと待ってくれよ。
監視役なんてもう二度とごめんだぜ。
やってられるか。おいおい、こんなんしか残ってねえぞ。監視役なんて務まんのかよ。
Oh, these three. Glad I kept track of them on the board.
監視役は飯食い放題って本当ですか？
頼むから服くらい着てくれよ。
I thought for a moment she was going to change her hairband with Blue's band.
今回からバイタルガーダーに乗ることになりました。甲虫市第2種 E の328456、相葉浩二16歳です。よろしくお願いします。
力が欲しかった。復讐したかった。自分を追い出した兄弟たちに命令しか言わない
She can read their minds. I was right about that.
今は真っ白。
黙れ。
残ってるの一つ。
黙れ。
ユイリー・バーナ。
So he does love her?
冗談なんかじゃない。
He's a real jerk about expressing
ユ
it.
イリーに頼まれたんだよ。
帰れよ。やめろって。兄貴なんかと組めるか。いつも偉いやつに尻尾振りやがって。流されてばっかでしびれるぜ、まったく。
なんとでも言えよ。けどな、俺はここへ自分の意志で来た。自分の意志で来たんだ。たとえそれが逃避であったとしても。
I mean, did you though? You keep saying that, but you don't even know why you're here. You don't even know why you've come here yourself. I feel like it's the free will of my feet were walking, and I wound myself here. I do not like the Julie Blue relationship. Even though, here's the thing, I didn't like it at first because it felt like he was using her. And then it felt like a power dynamic thing. And now, as it turns out, he might actually care about her. And see, here's the thing. I don't care. I feel, sorry, I'm trying to think of the word here. I have such low regard for Blue that when I hear his internal monologue is the only thing I have left is Julie Baha, that I don't know that he just means the last thing I can use is Julie. I don't know that's a symbol of caring.
落ちてゆくもの、欲にまみれるもの、自由な秩序がリバイアスを包む。明日という見えない闇の中へ、俺は顔を背けながら進む。その先には何もなくていい。救われなくてもいい。何もなければ、それでいいんだ。
It feels like they're about to get attacked by something else. I don't know what it was. It looked like there was like things being shot over the ship to like pull them in. God, I don't know. There is a level of not intricate. Sorry, my brain is just shitting itself today. There's a level of layered stuff going on one over another that is really hard for me to keep track of from a what is going to happen next in the internal politics dynamic. I thought the revolution was going to be a good thing, especially because of the fact that Stein seems to have set it up really early on, and this has been stewing to create the scenario. But then when Julie suggests that they get rid of the unlimited points thing for this Y crew to make everybody even, which would, of course, break the tension that's been building all this time because of Stein's plan, they go against it, and Stein does not back up the idea of removing the point system, which means that possibly Stein does not understand the benefit of getting rid of it. So in that way, I don't really see that maybe Stein is not the best for the crew right now, even though most of his plans are the best thing. I don't know. Also, the confirmation that if she is reading Blue's mind, that Blue's thoughts of all I want is power and revenge against the family that kicked me out. Great. Blue is exactly the person I thought he was. But I don't see him ever working out as a positive influence on the ship. Luxon did not pull out like I thought he was. I thought he was going to be able to pull forwards, get back on the crew. Granted, he did try to enter with the whole, hey, thanks for holding down the fort. Not a good entrance. Luxon is an idiot, but he is a well-meaning idiot. And now it looks like he's lost Pat, too, because Pat seems to, be hanging out with Julie again, which just leaves my boy Luxon all alone. But I feel like there's something there. He's still going to pull through somehow, because he still made that promise to his friend, who is also locked up, apparently the same way Criff is. sorry, not Griff, Michelle. I'm going to hold off on at least one more episode before I possibly rechange the board, because I believe they're going to fuck this up again real soon. Things are working maybe not 100% the way I want them to go, but they're going strongly in the way that I want them to go, and the characters that the show is focusing on most are the ones who aren't happy with the change, even though it's for the best. And I have to believe they're going to destroy a good thing for no good reason. And I hate it. I hate it, but I feel it coming. So I'm going to hold off on changing the board to see if I don't do a lot of work for no good reason. So, that said, anything else past this is going to be ramble. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it here and leave the rest for my notes for next episode. So once again, I've been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?